Hey, good morning, y'all. So today is Monday, June 1st, and I'm up here sitting at the bank. Have a little transaction to make. I am currently off work for the week again for the month of June. It's just for a week, y'all. As you guys can tell, I have been taking weeks off every month since April. It's just a company-wide thing they have us doing. Sorry, y'all. A company-wide thing they have us doing. So I know a lot of y'all are probably like, well, why is she always taking weeks off? But, it's company policy for now because of COVID-19. So this is my week. So last Friday I had the day off because I had 2 doctor's appointments. And I just decided to just roll my, off week from that Friday that I was off. So, yeah, so that's why I'm here now. I have a few little errands to run. Earlier this morning, I had my second car towed to the auto repair place to get it fixed because we definitely need it fixed now because we got some good news. So I'm just going to let you guys know I'm going to start this vlog with, some positive news. But by the end of this vlog, it might be some things y'all might not want to hear or might not like that I'm saying. But you know what? It's my channel and I can say what I want to say. So first of all, I did get some good news from the mortgage lender. So the down payment assistance that I am applying for, it should be pretty much coming through sometime this week, he told me on Friday. So that's good news. So I'm just waiting on that. Also, I talked to my realtor and we've agreed to meet up tomorrow and Wednesday to go look at a couple of homes that I'm interested in. So I'm going to be doing that. I don't know what time of the day. I'm hoping it's like in the afternoon. Excuse me. Because my mom gets off at 3:30 now. So I'm hoping that, it'll be sometime after 3:30 so that way she can, come with me. And then my son Cameron, he's expressed that he wants to come with us as well, which I think is a good idea because it will be, the house will be for the 3 of us. So I do, want to get their input on, what they like, what they don't like, because like I said, it's going to have to be, it's going to have to be up to all 3 of us, which house that we choose to buy. So I'm going to have them to go with me to, look at the homes and possibly see what we may like, what we may not like, or whatever. So like I said, this week I really don't have a lot to do outside of that. Thursday I don't have any plans. Friday I have to go back to the doctor's office. Last Friday I had my mammogram done. Thankfully, nothing out of the ordinary was found, like, anything serious like cancer. Even though I've never had cancer, I just want to make that clear. I was never found to have cancer in the past or the present or anything like that. I just had a mammogram because I did, see something or felt something kind of weird. But the doctor assured me that everything was okay, that nothing was out of the ordinary, that there was no cancer detected or anything like that. But they do want to do a biopsy on what they may have found. They call them, they're kind of like fibroids. They're like little fibroids in my breast, but they're non-cancerous. But they just still want to, check it out and just look at it and whatever. So according to the doctor, they're saying that, I can possibly leave them in because they're not causing me any pain or discomfort. So the doctor told me that if I wanted to leave them in for the rest of my life, I can, because, eventually the older I get, the more they'll shrink and then they'll eventually disappear. So I'm like, yeah, I'll do that because I don't really want to go through any surgery or anything like that, if I don't really have to. So that's what I'm doing Friday. I had plans to do my hair. I was going to do some jumbo Senegalese twists on my own. I bought the hair. I bought the rubber bands. I'm going to do the rubber band method. I bought all this stuff, and it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do any of this stuff this week. If I do, it'll be probably Thursday. But today is a no. Tomorrow's a no. Wednesday's a no. So I'm thinking Thursday would be probably the best day for me to get that done. So hopefully I'll be able to bring that to you guys and let you guys see what the end result looks like. So yeah, I'm still sitting in this bank line. There's not many people up here. I'm like number 2, and this person in front of me is just still sitting here. And that's why I don't like doing bank lines. I like to just go in or either use the ATM and just be out, but can't do that today. So I have to do this, and then after this, I'm going to run to JCPenney up north in the suburbs. Well, the suburbs. And try to find me a couple of shirts, because y'all, I've lost so much weight, y'all, that all my shirts are baggy on me. They don't fit anymore. They look terrible on me. And my mom made me feel so, I mean, she not bad, like, you know, ashamed bad, but she was doing it in a joking manner, but she was very serious. Because I had worn a t-shirt and some jeans the other day. And both the t-shirt and the jeans are way too big now, because like I said, I was trying to wait until I lost a significant amount of weight, which I found out that I have. And I'm going to tell you how I found out. So I was wearing the t-shirt and the jeans, and I came out of the room, and my mom was like, I know you're not wearing that today. I mean, I wasn't going anywhere. So I was like, yeah, I'm wearing this. And she was like, She was like, go in there and change that. And I was like, what's wrong with it? And she said, that looks terrible on you. She was like, they're way too big. Your pants are saggy. Your shirt is like swallowing you up. She said, it looks sloppy. And I was like, really? She said, yeah. She said, I'm laughing. She said, but I'm not kidding. She said, yeah, you need some more clothes. She said, because these do not look good on you at all right now. And I was like, okay. I said, she made me feel bad, so it's time for me to just go ahead and buy some new clothes. So actually, Friday, after I left the doctor's appointment, I went to Rainbow. I don't know why I did. Y'all, I forgot I don't really like Rainbow clothes. I don't. All the clothing stores that I used to like, they've closed them all. So I don't know what's up with that. But I really don't care for Rainbow clothes like that. But I didn't have any other choice, because I was like, let me find something that fits. So I went to Rainbow and I looked around. Really didn't like any of the blouses that they had, any of the tops they had. I didn't like any of them. So I found one decent top. It was okay. And then I found some jeans. And so I was going to try the jeans on, because I know my mom told me she thought that I was a certain size. So I was like, okay, well, I don't know. I said, I think I really just want to see if I'm actually this size or not. I'm not really sure. I don't want to just go by what she says. But, you know, usually when she says stuff like that, as far as like clothing sizes, she's right, which she was right. But I didn't know that at the time. And I was like, I don't want to buy something and have to take it back because it's too small. So I went in there and I found a blouse and some jeans. And so I asked the young lady that worked in there, I said, well, can I try these on? So I forgot all about COVID-19. So she was like, you know, we're not allowing people to try clothes on right now. And I was like, oh, Lord. So that means I'm going to have to take these home and pray that they fit. So I took them home. I immediately went to my room, tried them on. Thank God they fit. I was like, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. So, and all I can say, y'all, is I've lost 3 pant sizes. So the new clothes were needed. The new clothes were needed. I bought a smaller size shirt and I bought smaller size jeans, and they both fit perfectly. So I'm just gonna let y'all know what size I am. I was a 16. Been a 16 forever. Now I'm a size 13. So I'm very proud of myself that I'm now a 13, but I'm trying to get down to like a 10. So I know I've got a little ways to go before I get to a 10. I think I might reach a 10 maybe around. Okay, what is going on? Why is this person not move? Okay, they're about to move now. Okay, so I'm about to put this on hold, on pause, until I do my transaction, because I don't know what this girl was doing or this teller was doing, because 3 or 4 other cars have already gone in the other lane. This person is still sitting here. I don't know what they're doing, but I'm about to put y'all on pause. I guess she's about to go. Now she's got her head out the window, leaning out, talking. I don't know what she's doing. And it seems like every time I have to be in a line anywhere, this grocery store, the bank, anywhere, it seems like whatever line I'm in, I'm always behind a slow person. But I'll get back with y'all in a minute. All right, y'all, I'm back. So that didn't take very long. It only took about 3 minutes or so. But I kind of see why he took forever, because the teller, he took forever because he was trying to ask 50 million questions. I don't know whether he's new or what, but whatever. So now I'm on my way to my second destination, which is my main bank. Sorry, y'all. Why do I keep doing that? Okay, all right. So, like I was saying, I don't really have much to do this week outside of looking at homes and trying to do my jumbo Senegalese twists. Like I said, that probably won't happen until about Thursday, maybe. No, I was going to say Friday, but I don't know, because Friday's my doctor's appointment. But that's at 9:30 in the morning, so I have plenty of time. I'm pretty sure I will. But anyway, I know you guys already know and have seen and have heard about all the stuff that's going on in America right now with the protesting about the death of George Floyd. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I have not seen the video, nor do I want to, because honestly, I'm tired of seeing videos like that. I'm tired of seeing innocent black people being shot. I'm just tired of it. And it just, every time I see one, it just breaks my heart. It hurts to see it, because it didn't have to happen in the first place. And knowing that it didn't have to happen and it didn't have to escalate that way, that's what makes me the angriest. And that's what hurts me the most. So, people have been telling me about, how he reacted, how George Floyd reacted and all that, and what he went through. And I'm like, because my mom was telling me about it, I'm like, I don't want to see it. I just don't. I've had enough of seeing people being killed, on camera for no reason. I'm just tired of looking at it. And I'm not trying to be sadder than I already am now. So, the protests, I agree with the protests, because I feel like a lot needs to change. So much needs to change between the community and the police. And mainly 95% with the police, because they're the ones that's doing all this stuff. You got these corrupt people out here, or these corrupt so-called officers. They're not officers, though. They're just hiding behind a badge. They're not officers. I don't consider them as such. I think they get these jobs because, and this is my theory, I think they get these jobs because they were bullied as kids, or they were bullied in some shape or form, and they get that badge not so much to get back at the people that bullied them, but just to bully other people so that they can feel that sense of power. And that's what I feel a lot of them do. A lot of these corrupt cops do when they get that badge. They get out here and they get that sense of power. They're already cowards to begin with. And then you're getting out there, you're supposed to protect and serve, but you're not, you're not protecting anybody. You're scared. You're out there with a badge and a gun and you're scared. So why are you even a cop? If you're scared to protect, if you're scared to do your job, if you're scared that somebody's going to kill you, don't be a cop. Just, there's other professions that you can do or be. But why would you be a cop if you're a coward? If you know that any little thing is going to trigger you to grab your gun and pull the trigger, or put somebody in a chokehold until they can't breathe, and it's just dumb. It's just dumb to me. But like I said, I haven't seen the video. I'm not trying to see the video, y'all. I'm just not trying to. And I do agree with the protests, the peaceful protests. Now, what I have a problem with are the riots and the looting. I don't get why they're doing all that. That's not doing anything but just messing up our community. And the thing is, the media. This is why I don't care for the media very much. Because I feel that the media definitely has an agenda against black people. Because if you notice, I don't know if you guys heard about the Sean Reed murder that happened here a few weeks ago here in Indy. He was shot 13 times by a cop simply because he was running. I mean, dude, you had already shot him with a taser. The taser should have been enough. Why would you shoot him 13 times because he was running? And that right there, that showed me cowardice right there. And I know some people are probably going to say, oh, but he was a black cop. I don't care what color he was. He didn't have to shoot that boy 13 times because he was running. If you too slow or too fat or whatever your problem is, or you don't have enough metabolism to keep up with this boy who's running from you, then that's your problem. That's your business. You know? Even though I don't agree with that boy running like he did, you know, because they said he was speeding all through the city and stuff like that. I don't agree with that. Believe me, I don't agree with what he did. I don't agree with him running from the cops. He should have just pulled over and just, you know, surrendered. Even though I feel like that don't even work anymore. Even when you surrender with your hands up, you're on the ground, whatever, they still gonna shoot you if they want to. But like I said, when he was murdered, when Sean Reed was murdered, we had protests here about his murder. And if y'all notice, or for those of y'all that don't live here, there was no rioting or looting anywhere here in this city when he was murdered. It was just peaceful protests. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. And y'all might not like what I'm going to say, but you know what? If you don't like it, that's just too bad. I'm sorry, but not sorry. I feel like a lot of this was done or not done back then because, or during that time. Sorry, y'all, I'm turning into this parking lot. A lot of this rioting and looting was not done because there were not a lot of white people that participated. I know there were some that were in the crowd. I did see some, but there weren't a lot. The majority of protesters that I saw at that time were black people and Latinos. But now, with this George Floyd protesting thing, I'm seeing like tons and tons of white people. And that's not to say that all the white people that are gathered are doing this. It's not all of them. Because I know a lot of them are for us and they're angry as well. You know, because they have black friends. They might have black relatives, you know, that are married into their families. And they're afraid for them. So, all right, y'all. I'm going to pull up in here again. So, I'm going to put y'all on hold again. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm going to put y'all on hold again. But I'll get back with y'all. I'm going to finish what I'm saying in a minute. All right, y'all. I'm back. Okay, that was quick, too. But back to what I was saying about the protests and the riots and the looting. What I was saying about the Sean Reed protests that we had a few weeks back. There was no rioting or looting there. The majority of the protesters were black. But now with this George Floyd thing, and it's not just here in Indy, but it's like all over the country, as you guys know, they're rioting and looting. And like I said, I don't understand why, but in a way I kind of get why. And there's an agenda. This is my opinion, and this is what I feel, and I think a lot of it is truth. There's an agenda between the media and a lot of these white groups, because I've been seeing on social media at least 2 separate occasions where black people have been confronting white people about spray painting buildings and looting. So the one case was this black lady. She was on her Instagram Live. And she confronted 2 white women who went to a Starbucks building and spray painted BLM, Black Lives Matter. And she was asking them, like, why are y'all doing that? And one of the ladies was like, well, because we were told to do this. And the black lady was like, okay, but we didn't ask y'all to do that. And then some words were exchanged, but then the 2 white ladies, they went on about their way or whatever. And in that instance, I was just like, you know what? I think that was planned. That was planned. And like the black woman said, this is going to fall back on black people, because y'all coming down here doing the absolute most, and then we're going to get blamed for it. And I said, that is so true. That is so true, because, you know, you already got some white people out here that think all we do is steal and kill. That's all they think we're capable of doing, which is so far from the truth. So far from the truth, y'all. So Oh, wait, sorry, y'all. I was trying to turn my signal on. And so they're just like trying to drive that idea home that this is what black people do. When we're not even the ones that are rioting and loot. I mean, I know there's some of us that are. I'm not saying all of us are not doing that, because I have seen some black people that have been doing that, which I think is just dumb. Anybody that's rioting and looting, I think is stupid, because you're not helping anything. It's not going to bring this man back. It's really not going to bring any justice, because you're just making these cops and the government matter. So it's like, okay, just chill. You can do your protest without tearing up your city. Because I was so shocked. Because usually Indianapolis, we do protests and things. Because I remember we've always protested, like we protested Trayvon Martin and Philando Castile and Mike Brown, and we've done all those. And we've never rioted or looted. But now we've got like 50 million people. I won't say 50 million, but you know, that's just a term. We've got all these people now that have converged on downtown, and now the buildings are being torn up. Even the building I used to work in, it used to be called the Chase Tower, but now it's the Salesforce Tower, the tallest building in the city. They destroyed that building. Well, not destroyed it, but they like knocked out windows and things. Because one of my former co-workers was talking about it, and she said she was just shocked that they would even touch that building. And I was like, I am too. And they messed up the city county building. They messed up other different restaurants and things down at places that you wouldn't even think they would touch. And then there was a rumor going around saying that they had went to the Riley Children's Hospital, which that turned out to be false, which I'm thankful that it was, because we have a set of apartment towers called Riley Towers, and people were thinking they were saying Riley Hospital, but that wasn't the case. It wasn't Riley Hospital, it was Riley Towers. But even though they shouldn't have been messing with the apartment buildings, but thank God that they had sense enough not to go to the hospital where there are sick babies and sick kids. So, I mean, I was just shocked when I saw the news Saturday morning and saw all those windows broken out and stuff had been set on fire. And I'm like, this is here? Because when I told Kendra, and she said, oh yeah, that's in Fort Wayne. I said, no, this is here. Downtown Indy. And she was like, really? I said, yes. I said, go look on Google. Go to the websites, the different news websites here in the city. Go look. And she went and she looked and she was just like, oh my God, they hit here too? I was like, yep. And like I said, I just really think it's an agenda with the media, because like I was saying earlier, there have been black people that have been catching some of these white people in action doing this stuff, the spray painting and the burning and all that. You know, I'll pull back real quick because I don't know who this is up here. Okay. Oh, they got their window up. Because I don't need nobody hearing what I'm saying. This is a dump truck. But yeah, and then there was another incident, I think it was right in Minneapolis, where this black guy said he confronted a white guy and was asking him what was the purpose of the looting. And this guy said that the white guy told him, oh, it's not for George Floyd. And I'm like, well, at least he was honest. But I mean, so why are you doing it? And like I said, they're doing this to push the agenda that black people are so-called thugs and criminals and savages and we don't know how to act. But they're the ones doing it, but we're the ones that's going to get blamed for it. And that just makes me mad. So I've never been one to join in protests and all that other type of stuff. All I can do is pray. Because that's all we need to do. But people, and I know I'm guilty of that sometimes too, we tend to jump the gun on stuff. When we get mad, we want to just do right now. Like, I just want to get revenge right now. But that's not the way to do things. And that's why things get messed up. Because we don't sit back and let things be. We don't sit back and let God take charge. And, whoa, where's the fire, bro? Where's the fire? He just zoomed through here. I guess he was trying to make sure he didn't miss that turning light. But anyway, we have a tendency to, jump the gun and do things, and that's why we mess up. We always messing up on stuff because we don't let God take charge, and that's what's going on right now. We're sitting back wanting revenge now, but you don't realize this guy is gonna get punished. I mean, he might not get punished here on earth, but he's gonna get punished for what he did, because he had no reason to do that to that man. The man was in handcuffs, clearly. What else could he do? Talking about he was resisting. How can you resist in handcuffs? You can't do anything. Somebody's sitting on your legs. Where can you go? You can't run. You can't punch anybody. I mean, so what was the purpose of it? There was none. There was no purpose. And that's the reason why everybody, including myself, is mad. But this rioting and this looting is just not the move, y'all. It's just not. So, like I said, you got a lot of these agitators, these outside agitators that's just putting fuel on the fire and making things worse. But it appears that last night wasn't too bad in downtown Indy, because they did get an 8 o'clock curfew in the city last night. So that's why when I called Kendra, because we had Cammie this past weekend, I called Kendra about 6 o'clock. I said, you need to come and get Cammie before 8. I said, because if they find anybody on the streets, they say they're going to find them or they're going to put them in jail. So I'm like, just come on and get her, pick her up, and that way you can be in the house by 8 o'clock. So she did. And then my mom, she usually has to be at work at 6, but then she got a text from her manager saying that they weren't going to open up anything until 6:15 because a lot of people weren't able to be on the roads until after 6 o'clock. So she had to be at work at 6:15 this morning. And when I took her to work, the roads it was crazy until I got to the main road. Now our road, like the residential area and all that, it was like a ghost town. But when I finally got to the main road, it was, kind of lively or whatever. So I'm hoping and praying that this thing will be over, that it'll be, this fire will be quenched soon, because it's not worth it, y'all. It's just not. I mean, I know everybody's mad. Like I said, I'm mad too. I'm sick of seeing this stuff. Seem like every couple of months we're seeing a black man or a black woman being killed, or a black child being killed for no reason. This does make me mad. But going out here and burning stuff and looting, and that's just not gonna help, y'all. It's just not. So like I said, that's just how I feel. And like I said, I know I said some things that probably would make some of y'all a little offended or mad, but you know what? That's just how I feel, y'all. And it is what it is. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of this day going, because I'm almost at my destination. And I will see you guys in the next vlog. You guys be sure to stay safe, stay prayed up, and just be aware. Later.